Are you looking for the best smartphone under $500? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best smartphone under $500 on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy A35 5G. The Samsung Galaxy A35 5G comes with surprisingly strong specs for its $399 price. They're the kind of features you won't really spot from the outside, but they're important, particularly its IP67 rating for dust and water resistance. Unlike virtually every other phone at this price, the A35 5G is built to withstand water immersion, so you don't need to sweat it if your phone lands in a toilet bowl or puddle. Here's another unexciting spec: 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates. That's not the very best in the budget category. The Pixel 8a takes that honor with 7 years of updates, but it's much better than the 2 or 3 years we typically see in phones well under $500. The camera is lackluster, it's fine in bright light but struggles in dim and mixed indoor lighting. It doesn't have the strongest processing performance you can find under $500, either, and the Samsung-made Exynos processor occasionally stutters when quickly bouncing between tasks. I was horrified. When I accidentally texted my husband one of the automatically generated replies because it popped up at the last moment as I was trying to tap on something else. These things don't happen when everything loads quickly. But overall, it's a compelling package, especially with a big, crowd-pleasing OLED display and strong battery performance. If you're a light user and not fussy about camera quality, the A35 5G offers some upgrades that make a real difference in the long term. Number 2. Google Pixel 6a. The Pixel 6a probably isn't long for this world. It was announced in 2022, Google no longer sells it new, and with the arrival of the Pixel 8a it's now 2 generations behind. But the 6a is hanging around at third-party retailers like Amazon, and if you can score one for $300, it's a heck of a deal. It's scheduled to get 1 more OS upgrade and 3 more years of security updates, which is a decent return on that investment. The phone's biggest asset is Tensor, the custom-built chipset Google used in the company's 2021 flagships, the 6 and 6 Pro. Not only does it enable good overall performance now, but it also means that the 6a will keep up for many years to come. It'll receive security patches until at least July 2027. The 6a also comes with an IP67 water resistance rating, so it's still a good all-around bet if you want a budget phone that will last. The 6a's 6.1-inch 1080p OLED offers a standard 60 Hz refresh rate. It wasn't too impressive for the phone's original $449 retail price, but for under $400, it's one of the better screens out there. Unfortunately, the fingerprint sensor under the display is also on the slow side. It's not unusable, but it's noticeably a beat slower than the best fingerprint sensors out there. The 6a uses the same 12-megapixel standard wide camera as many Pixel phones before it, which is still a very good camera, especially for the mid-range class. The phone's 4,410 mAh battery is on the small side, but overall battery performance is better than its size would suggest. Number 3. OnePlus 12R. The OnePlus 12R is $500, but it could easily trick you into thinking it costs twice as much. It comes with a very big, very nice screen, with refresh rates that go up to 120 Hz and all the way down to 1 Hz, making for a smooth scrolling experience when you need it and savings on battery life when you don't. It's a feature rarely seen on a phone under $800. The 12R is equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, which is a generation behind 2024's processor du jour, the 8 Gen 3. But the 8 Gen 2 still whips. It's hard to throw anything at this phone that it can't handle. Less good, the 12R's IP64 rating, which means it's splash resistant but not fully water immersible, like the Pixel 8a. Fast charging is kind of OnePlus trademark, and the 12R stays true to the brand with up to 80W fast wired charging in the US, it's up to 100W in other regions. It's nice if you want to charge your phone on a more compressed schedule, like during your morning routine rather than at night. Personally, I'd rather have slower wired charging if it meant I could have a feature that's not present on the 12R, wireless charging. That is, once again, something the Pixel 8a offers. But that's the beauty of the 12R, it knows what it is and what it isn't. And if a low-cost phone with a big, high-quality screen and excellent performance is what you're after, then the 12R is it. Number 4. Google Pixel 8a, 128GB. Google offers some very good high-end phones in the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, but it's the company's budget phone that makes the most sense. For $500, the Pixel 8a offers a whole lot of what makes its pricier siblings good, but at roughly half the cost. It's a modest update over the Pixel 7a, which you can still buy, but the 8a comes with one big upgrade over the previous generation, 7 years of OS and security updates. If you're the kind of person who likes to hang onto their device for a long time, that's huge, especially in the budget category where other phones might only come with 1 or 2 platform upgrades. The 8a is also Google's first budget phone to come with a 120Hz display, so scrolling and animations look super smooth. You also get wireless charging and an IP67 rating for protection against water immersion. The camera system is reliable, but it's the most obvious place where Google had to make some compromises to keep the price low. It's a fine all-around camera, but stepping up to the Pixel 8 or 8 Pro gets you better low light and zoom performance.